Hello! Today is a very special video because I will be talking about, it's like a what's in my bag kind of video, but it's not really a what's in my bag, it's more like what's in my travel bag for this Mexico trip that I'm about to make. So I want to show you the cameras that I'll bring over and talk a little bit about why I'm choosing them and what do I plan to do with them, and let's see if my plans actually work or not. So yeah. Okay, so the first thing that I needed to decide was which camera format should I bring to Mexico. Last time I was there was in 2015, and when I went there I brought my Hasselblad, my 500C that I had back then. I already sold that camera, I don't have it anymore, but when I had it, I decided to bring it over because I really wanted to become better with medium format, and I was with this interest of shooting medium format and get better at composing with like the square format and whatnot. And at the end of the day, after shooting, I don't know, I shot I guess like 10 rolls or something, and I didn't enjoy the experience. Like, as much as I really tried, the Hasselblad 500C and I never really connected in the same way that I afterwards connected with the Mamiya C330. Because that camera is a camera that I really like and I enjoy operating, but the Hasselblad was not a joy to operate, for me at least. So I decided I won't bring medium format cameras. I'm not going to bring the Mamiya C330 because it's too heavy and I really need to cram a lot of stuff in a really confined space. And I want to have a lot of different focal lengths, not 1,000 focal lengths, but at least 3 different focal lengths. So I'll be bringing 35mm, and I'm not bringing the Hasselblad Expo. And the reason for that is, during my trip to Chile, I brought the Hasselblad Expo, and even though I enjoy using it a lot and it's super fun, and I really enjoy composing for that camera, something started happening to me when I was using it, and then I switched to my Leica for the shoot film episode, and then I just put another film in my Leica and decided to shoot a little bit around the city. I felt uncomfortable using my Leica. I felt like going back to the regular 35mm format and not the Hasselblad like panoramic format. It was really weird for me. And from then on, after my experience in Chile, every time I've shot any kind of shoot film episode, I always feel like I'm not comfortable with the format that I'm using. I'm not comfortable with the regular 35mm, and I really need to go back to that because most of film cameras have the regular 35mm format that we all know. So I'm bringing my Leica M3, and I'm bringing it because I really like it, because I enjoy using this camera, and because it has a really compact lens. Like, this is the 50mm Summicron. I'm gonna try to use it as much as I can because it's a great camera, and for some reason, even though I really like it, I don't use it as much as I would love to. So I hope I can change that on this trip. After the shoot film episode, in which I used the FED 4 and I shoot a roll of film around Hastings, the one which the development went well, I had the feeling that there's this lens, this 15mm Elliot, this Voigtlander lens, that it doesn't really work well on my Leica M3. It looks really shitty. So I needed to use this lens in a body that had a screw mount. The point is, the FED 4 that I use, it worked really well with this lens, but the problem is it's too heavy for me. So I don't want to be carrying around the Leica and also having the same bag another heavy camera that's made out of metal, and besides, this lens is too wide, so I don't really need a viewfinder. For example, on the Leica M3, the viewfinder is perfect for shooting with a 15mm. The frame lines are perfect with a 15mm. 50, god damn it, English. For a 15mm, it doesn't really work because it's too wide, so the viewfinder is completely useless on a rangefinder with this focal length. So I needed to find a screw mount camera that I could use and that didn't have a viewfinder. And after some research, I found it. And I found the Besa L. Now this camera is perfect, and I bought it to bring it to Mexico. It doesn't have a viewfinder. See, it's a blind camera. You can only take pictures by measuring the distance. This specific lens that I have, it can only be set by measuring distances. So I'm okay with that. I just put a viewfinder on top of it, and now I have a super light camera that I can carry around all day. It weighs basically nothing, and the best of all, it has a light meter. So this is the other camera that I'm bringing. so far, the Leica M3 and the Bessa L. Specifically, damn it, specifically for this lens though. After much deliberation, I have decided not to bring my Leica M8. And the reason is, as much as I love this camera and as much as it's a great camera and I enjoy using it very much, last time I brought it to Mexico, I used it 2 days in total. One day when I went out with my friends and I decided to take some pictures with a digital camera so then I could go home, process them and send them so they could post some pictures on Facebook. I thought it was going to be nice because otherwise I would have to wait until I came to my house and then just develop and scan and send them through the mail. So I thought bringing a digital camera was going to be nice. And it was on that occasion. But I only used it then, and I used it too when I needed to take some pictures for the theater play that I was directing. They needed some pictures for the press. And I used the M8. And it worked, but to bring a camera this heavy just for 2 days in a time span of 2 months, it makes no sense. So what I'm gonna do is I will just use the it's not a Leica, it's a Canon. I will just use the Canon EOS M that I'm recording with now, and I will also bring this lens. This is a 50mm 1.4. It's a really good lens, it works perfectly, it gives a shallow depth of field, so I can take the pictures for the play with this. And if I ever need to go out with some friends and just have fun in the moment with my friends and then send them pictures so they can post them on Facebook or whatever, I can use the EOS M. I don't need to bring another camera. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So the EOS M will be my only digital camera. And aside from that, I will also bring 2 cameras for the shoot film episodes that I need to film there, and then I'm gonna bring those cameras over because these are for my Patreons, these are not for me. I'm also gonna be bringing the Leica 50mm Summicron, the collapsible one. So which films will I be shooting then in Mexico? I will be shooting basically 3 films. I will shoot Vision 3 200T, Vision 3 500T, and some Agfa Color Film 200, basically the Poundland film. I really like that film. I had no idea it was so nice. Like, it gives really nice colors. The shadows are a little greenish, but they look super nice. I really enjoyed that film. When I went to Chile with the Vision 3 200T, I did my best to research all the possibilities of how it behaves, how does it react and whatnot. And yeah, I shoot almost 10 rolls, I guess, with the Hasselblad Expo, and I've been uploading all the, like, my favorite shots from those rolls onto my Instagram account, so you can check the shots if you want to. And I guess I'll do something similar with the 500T. I'll shoot a lot of Vision 3 500T and I'll see how it behaves in different situations and what can I expect and how it works. So then I can give you my review of the film, and who knows, maybe afterwards I can even give you a review of the Agfa Color Film 200 as a film. I don't know, let's see, but those are the 3 films that I'll bring in. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was super simple. I just wanted to tell you what I'm bringing. And yeah, thank you very much also to everyone who purchased my book, A Parade of Strangers. The reception was overwhelming. Thank you very much for purchasing it. The edition is almost gone and I have very few copies left, and I'll probably bring some to Mexico in case you're interested. But I only have like 10 copies left. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this episode, and I will see you next week with a shoot film. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna love the camera that I'm gonna try next time. It's Minolta 700. So I'll see you there. Keep shooting, guys.